Hello again. So from Poltava, I'm about a kilometer from the hotel. I wanted to go perhaps this morning to Kremenchuk, but yesterday evening was a bit too tired. And I wanted to do some things, thought I need a bit more time here to write things down, arrange a few things. So tomorrow morning to Kremenchuk and perhaps another time to Dikanka. I wanted to go to this village. I had a bus ticket. The last time I was here, was too tired, didn't go. I think this this time I will also pass it, maybe in a few weeks or so, because I will be in Kremenchuk for a while. Anyway, I wanted to talk about bike lighting. So, the Trelock LS906, you can see far with it. I made a video which is not that great. I had focusing issues again. I already made a video with the phone comparing the 906 and the Supernova M99 Dynamo. It was not that great either because of focusing issues and also because it's with the phone. I mean, handheld, going down a bad road, that's not a great idea. Anyway, I will probably make another video with I will definitely with the M99 Dynamo plus the C1, but I tried the C1 after the LS906 on a dark road when I was Veliki Sorochinci, where I stayed at Hutor Gogolia. Hutor is a farm, so Gogol's farms. Gogol is famous writer from Ukraine. Some stories of one book were filmed in a film long ago, Soviet film. Evenings on a farm near Dikanka. So I was there in this region. Some bits were good of the road, other bad. And the LS906, I did not find it as impressive as it was on the bicycle path between Kiev and Irpin. I went to the C1 and it was a huge improvement. The color temperature is better, so this is about 5000 Kelvin, this is 6000 or perhaps more. And it just seemed brighter as well. So the beam is much wider. It seems brighter, even though the color temperature is lower, which usually means it looks less bright. But I could see much better everything. So there's one issue with mounting, with lower mounted light, has some advantages that you see the shadows of bumps and of potholes. So there's, yeah, whether this, or maybe I'll try this on a lower height, but it's I need to check whether I can mount it on this. Probably need a different mount. This is for bottom mounting, so actually you would want one that's reversed, but yeah, I can't fit this here probably. I may have the right mounts in the Netherlands, but I don't have them here for the fork, I mean. Yes, I need to check what to do. Probably can't test it now. But as the C1 was so much better, I also did tests with the phone charging with the C1 on all my trips, up to about 80 kilometers long. Yesterday was about 63 or so, the day before about 80 kilometers. Not that much. I'm looking into reducing the load and making it nicer to pedal longer distances, because if you carry too much stuff, it's not so much fun with a heavy load. I've done it in Netherlands, Germany, with 37 kilograms of the bags plus all that's in it, and I made trips of up to 170 kilometers a day, but it's on much better roads. Even Germany, which has poor roads compared to the Netherlands, is much better than Ukraine. Anyway, back to these lights. I felt this LS906 is so much worse than the C1 that there's no further point in doing any comparisons. It is also not important because this light is no longer available new, only in remainders. I saw it for sale, by the way, somewhere on a Dutch website for a very low price, something like 20 euros. And the beam is very narrow, you can see far with it, 60-70 meters, which is good. But on the Ukrainian roads this is so much superior, and with the it doesn't put out as much power as the F12W from Sun-Up. So they changed the name to Spin-Up for their front wheel dynamo, which puts out a lot of power. It's really useful, keeps the phone almost without effort topped up to maximum battery level. This doesn't. It's a bit lower power, and you notice it. You need to change, for example, when there's a lot of roads with cobblestones, gravel, and you go 13 to 15 kilometers per hour, you need to switch off the phone screen to save power and to allow you to charge it. It's still difficult to keep it fully charged, so I would always suggest taking a power bank with you. But it works, and if you go faster, if you have better roads, then there's no problem, especially when switching off the screen now and then, to switch off, to keep the battery almost full. I would suggest to switch off the screen every time you stop. I stop a lot to make pictures of bus stops, other things, anything that interests me. So then the phone gets drained while you're doing nothing useful. So you need to switch off the screen immediately. So I'm not going to do any more tests with the 906. I may put the brick on here from Busch & Müller when that's available. It was available for a while, but I didn't order it yet, and now I saw it was not available anymore, at least at the seller where I wanted to buy it. I will see. The M99 Dynamo I will compare in another nighttime video with the C1 and then see what happens. Actually, being in a village is then almost optimal, because there you have quick access to almost unlit roads, and here in Poltava that's probably not so. I need to check. I'm a bit more familiar with Kremenchuk, so there I think I can do it better, but make it, it's better perhaps to do it there. But yeah, the 906 I'm not going to test anymore. It was interesting to have a look back at this light, which I did not really test enough in the Netherlands when I first got it. I need another light. I need a front light. I want another front light. If I'm not using this, I don't have the tail lamp yet for this. They were going to send it, but I don't know yet whether it has been sent, arriving to my friend in Kiev. Let's see, what else can I say? Yeah, some creaking. I forgot, no stupidity, to take all the Torx stuff with me, so I need normal Torx for these, but these seem to be tight enough. I did a quick check with some tools that a friend of mine has. These I have not tested yet. These are Torx Security, or Torx PO as Vera calls them, which means Torx Bohrung, which is an indentation and a drill drilled out in the middle section. Titanium bottle cage holder. This works well. It has not died yet. That's not broken. That was what I was worried about. Would the welds hold up? Okay. 34 grams. It was like ridiculously cheap, 11 euros or so on AliExpress. So I thought, okay, I'll take the chance. I want wider fenders, because these are not good enough for when it rains, when you go through a puddle. I could put on a flap, rain flap here. did not take one with me. Big mistake, should have done that, but it's not that often that I ride through puddles, but it has happened last few days with a lot of rain. Okay, that's it for now. Bye.